Hello everyone, welcome to the Next Wave ICT channel. Today we are starting our existing journey into the world of operating systems. So we remind you to subscribe us if you haven't subscribed yet. So let's see what is an operating system. Operating system is a special software that acts as a bridge between computer hardware and user. Imagine your computer as a busy city. The operating system is like the city manager, ensuring that everything works smoothly, whether it's managing traffic, organizing resources, or handling requests efficiently. Examples of operating systems include Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. By the end of this lecture, you will understand how the operating system manages resources, provide a user interface, and allows programs to run efficiently. Operating systems can be classified in many ways. The main types are batch operating systems, handle jobs in batches without user interaction. This time sharing system, multiple users can access the system at the same time. Distributed system, connect multiple computers to work together. Real-time systems provide immediate response for critical tasks. Mobile OS found in smartphones and tablets like Android and iOS. Embedded operating system, a specialized operating system designed for use in embedded system. So let's discuss main functions of an operating system. Process management, handle running programs and multitasking. Memory management, keeps track of each byte of memory and ensure programs run efficiently. File system management, organize files on storage devices. Device management, controls input and output devices like keyboard, mouse, and printer. Security and protection, protect data and programs from unauthorized access. Basically, an operating system makes sure your computer runs smoothly. Okay, we are going to explore one of the most important part of any operating system, a file system. A file system is the method an operating system used to store, organize, manage, and retrieve data on storage devices like hard drive, SSDs, USB drive, and memory cards. Without a file system, your computer wouldn't know where your documents, photos, videos, or apps are located. Let's start with why file systems are so important. Every time you save a file, open a folder, install software, or even boot your computer, the file system is working behind the scenes. It helps the operating system keep track of the name, locations, size, types, and permission of every file. Now let's talk about some popular file systems used today. Let's look at some of the most commonly used file systems in modern computers and devices. These include FAT, NTFS, EXFAT, HFS Plus, and APES. Let's understand what each of does and where it is used. FAT. First, let's talk about file allocation table. This is one of the oldest file systems created in the early days of computing. Variants like FAT16 and FAT32 are still widely used today, especially in USB drives, memory cards, and older devices. FAT is simple, lightweight, and compatible with almost every operating system. However, it has limitations. For example, FAT32 cannot store a single file larger than 4 GB, and it does not support modern features like file permissions or encryption. Next, talk about NTFS file system. The main file system used by Microsoft Windows. NTFS, New Technology File System, is far more advanced and reliable compared to FAT. It supports features like file permissions for better security, encryptions to protect sensitive data, compression to save space, file recovery and journaling which prevent data loss, support for very large file and partitions. Because of its stability and strong security, NTFS is the default file system for almost all modern Windows computers. Let's see extended file allocation table. Now let's move to EXFAT, which stands for Extended File Allocation Table. EXFAT was designed by Microsoft to overcome the limitations of FAT32, especially for large files. EXFAT is widely used in SD cards, cameras, drones, and external devices because it supports files larger than 4 GB. It works on Windows, macOS, Linux, and many other devices. It is ideal for flash storage. Extended File Allocation Table is a good middle ground file system that gives FAT's compatibility with better support for big files. Let's see HFS Plus, which stands for Hierarchical File System Plus. This was Apple's main file system for many years, used in Mac computers from 1998 until around 2017. Hierarchical File System Plus support features like journaling large files and case sensitivity. However, over time it became outdated due to limitations in speed, reliability, and modern security requirements. Because of this, Apple eventually replaced it with a more advanced file system. That brings us to Apple File System. The Apple File System (APES) introduced in 2017. Apple File System is now the default file system for macOS, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS. Apple File System was designed for modern flash and SSD storage. It offers high speed and efficient performance, strong encryption for better security, better reliability and crash protection. Apple File System is optimized for the fast hardware found in today's Apple devices, making it significantly more advanced than HFS Plus. Okay, let's discuss about input-output systems. Every computer needs to communicate with the outside world. Whether you are typing on a keyboard, moving a mouse, printing a document, connecting to a USB drive, or watching a video. All of these interactions happens through input-output systems. The job of the operating system is to manage these devices smoothly and efficiently. What are input-output systems? An input-output system refers to the entire structure that allows the computer to send data to device and receive data from device. These devices include keyboard, mic, printers, scanners, hard drive, monitors, speakers, USB device, and more. The operating system plays the role of a communication manager, making sure that data flows correctly between hardware and software. We are divide input-output devices into main types. Input devices. These bring data into the computer. Examples: keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone, camera. Output device. These send data out from the computer. Example: monitor, printer, speaker, projector. Some devices are both input and output, like touchscreen and network card. The operating system handles input-output through a combination of technique and components. Operating system can be classified into two categories. According to the interface it is priced. First one, command line interface. Other one, graphical user interface. Okay, let's see command line interface operating systems. This type of operating system, all the instructions are based on commands. In this type of operating system, each command will be perform a particular task. This type of operating system is difficult to use than the GUI types operating system because the command to be remembered. MS-DOS, Unix are the two examples of command line interface type operating system. Let's see graphical user interface operating system. These types of operating system are more user friendly and very easy to use because all the relevant instructions are based on graphical way such as menus, icons, windows, etc. The main advantage of this is provide the user the ability to manipulate the computer in a more interactive way. Windows, Mac OS are the some of examples of graphical user interface type operating system. Thank you for watching. If you learned from this lesson, make sure to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. See you in next lesson.